Hey tribe, how are you today? Sheea here from Maui, your Tantra pro um, and relationship coach. I'm excited because I'm finally moving forward on something that I've known I've needed to do for years, and I just don't really know how it's going to play out. I'm sure many of you have maybe been in this situation. I'm not a millennial, so I have to figure out techie stuff. And I know that for a long time, that I've needed to go online to reach more people because most of my sessions are in person. That's really powerful, but it only allows me to reach one person at a time or a couple at a time. And I really want to get the teachings out to the mainstream so that this becomes so that it becomes mainstream. Tantra needs to be mainstream because it's so effective, and it will be, and I'll be part of that, doing my contribution to get it there in the age of Aquarius. Um, and it's just going to be a journey figuring out how. So if you feel led to reach out to me, and if you have experience with that, um, I'm going to be asking friends and just trusting that the information will come to me and whatnot. It's a process, and like, I just wish I could just go behind the curtain and figure out, okay, how do people monetize their YouTube channels, and how do people monetize their photo shoots, and there's webinars and podcasts and all that kind of stuff. And I personally don't access those, but I use YouTube a lot. I subscribe and support a lot of channels that I listen to daily. And but I don't really know how to do it in a professional way. I'm just sharing. And obviously, I'm not going to share my most treasured gems, for free on a public YouTube channel. This is mystery school information, and it, is years in the making, and thousands of dollars of education, and my own channeling and whatnot of information. And so I am really excited, though, and I'm going to announce that I am going to be offering like 3 and 6 and beyond series of coaching, so that you can not have to be here in Maui to get all the benefits of Tantra. So coaching you through video, online, so that you can also have this amazing information that's life-changing, and that makes you more a better lover, that makes you better in relationship, a better communicator, more mastery of your body, and having more success with women or the opposite sex, and on and on and on. It's very much so personal development as well. So anyway, I'm just excited about it. So I wanted to announce it, and if you're interested, you can reach out to me. I'm going to be, well, I already offer that, but I kind of want to do it in a more official way, I guess, is what I'm saying, where I'm kind of offering packages. Because I already do phone sessions and, video sessions with people, but this is like having a series so that you're actually going through the process with me, and, we're building upon the previous session and whatnot, so you can really get all of it. And that's where I'm going to be putting my energy into. So anyway, that feels really good, and I'll figure out how to do that. I'm not really up on like the different platforms to use to do such a thing, and if you have any insight, I welcome that, especially if it's in the form of an audio or video, to tell me, like what's up with all that. And so anyway, I feel really, really good about being able to do that more. And because, especially with COVID, like if you can't show up in person, you need to have other ways to get this information. And because it's not like you come across a real Tantra person every day, we're kind of rare. I'm even shocked at how rare we are, to be honest. When I first got into the business, I was like, wow, why aren't there more people in this business? Like, there's just a handful of us. And in any given place, and it is rare information. I've done it in past lifetimes, and you definitely have to be rigged for it and in alignment with it. It is so true and important to who I am and why I'm here on this planet and what my mission is in bringing us into love, relationships, Tantra, sacred sexuality, etc., into the mainstream of our culture, to replace the dysfunctional porn and Puritanism and lack of communication skills, etc., that I witness going on out there. So anyway, you can certainly set it up now with me, and I somewhat customize that, to your needs. Obviously, some people, like, they kind of want to learn the business, and other people are just wanting it for their own personal needs and their own self-development. Some are wanting it for their relationship, to kind of like reboot it and bring some revival to the bedroom and just their relationship in general. Some skill sets that will make there a lot more ease and fulfillment for both of you. And so anyway, there's lots of different intentions that come in that I can address. And I will say I do have many skill sets, and so it's kind of like a one-stop shop for what you need around this particular industry of love and relationships and sexuality. But I also have a background in like health and wellness, and some of it's kind of like psychology stuff, and of course spirituality is more a part of life than you might realize. And so, at any rate, I love what I do, and I'm thrilled to be a part of your life and your evolution if you're feeling that's a good match. So, one of the things I wanted to do also on this particular well, I guess I'd like to ask you, write down what it is that you would be interested in focusing on if you were to have that series with me, and what aspect you fall in as far as what you'd like to learn and that kind of thing. You can put it in the comments, and yeah, and then of course I'm going to be putting this on my website as more of a package deal offering, because I do a lot of like one-time sessions that way, and I know how to kind of get to the point so that you get your answer in a short period of time, from expertise that sometimes takes years to figure out how to have to answer something from different angles, because sometimes it is complex and there's different reasons why things are caused. But at any rate, I'm looking forward to working with those of you who have wanted to reach out maybe over years. I just met someone today who for years has been following me and wanting to meet me and have lunch with me and like know what a session's like and all that kind of stuff. And that finally happened today with one of them. And it's always, nice when that happens. And it does take reaching out though, and having a phone session to start or whatever, and then taking it from there, because, this is why I'm here, to provide this kind of sacred information that's not easily gotten, and be able to empower people in their relationships, because we need support right now, and to elevate where we're at in our relational abilities on this planet. A lot of it has to do with communication skills, honestly, which maybe isn't as sexy as learning Tantra skills, but very necessary. It just is what it is. And so that's where like NVC, compassionate communication, comes in. and learning how to speak in a way that's not going to trigger your partner or your child or your coworker or your boss, that so that you feel ease about having conversations that might be otherwise difficult, but that you can do it because you know how to word things and use the formula basically that they give. It is kind of a way of life too. It's amazing how much years in the field of communication and pursuing that and learning it to the point of being able to embody it to the point I have right now. It takes a little while. Kind of, it's like almost reprogramming yourself in how you speak and how you. It's really fascinating that way. It's almost like a culture of peace, that when you change how you language things, it's a very peaceable, easeful way to do your communication and your relationships compared to probably what you're used to. And it's kind of a blind spot for most people. And I remember the day that it was like an aha moment for me where I realized that, wow, if I actually really devote myself to learning communication skills, all my relationships improve. Whether it's parents, friends, boyfriends, children, coworkers, employees, it like you just know how to glide through those things with so much more ease. And of course it makes you better at communicating everything and anything, especially if you are excuse me, in front of people, or like making speeches or writing books and creating print material. So anyway, I love you guys, and I am inviting you to connect with me on a deeper level if you've been watching me, especially for a while, and like never kind of made that connect. I dare you. I dare you to reach out and like get started, because life's short, and let's get it. Let's get our skills in place, because then your love life will go better. And that's why I'm here. So I also know that I am more available now than I might be in the future. So that's always something to take into stride too. And so anyway, may your relationships thrive, and may I have a part in it if you feel so led. Aloha.